little witch's brew. Drink my potions. As you can see, I am a wizard. Okay. Hold on. Alright.
You're a wizard.
Done. Now that I have the proper authority to judge Halloween costumes, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the point of this video. That still hasn't started. We're looking at this year's worst Halloween costumes. These Halloween costumes were gathered from your typical Halloween store or Walmart or Target or whatever. I think a few of them are from online, but these are mostly pictures from in stores right now. Halloween 2024. So let's look at what we got. Should I make a tier list? We're gonna make a tier list. Alright, so we have our tier list. Let's do the tiers. S, we're gonna make that like top tier costume. That's a little redundant, isn't it? We'll make it Springtrap. If you've ever seen those really cool Springtrap cosplays that people do that are like over the top. It's like so good it's like movie production or something, I don't know. Next we'll do, okay, because it's mostly like bad costumes, I guess we can make A tier just like good costume. Good costume. B is gonna be like tolerable, but I don't like it. C is when we get into like awful. Why? The lowest tier is gotta be like, it's gotta be like banned from the party or something. Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I've spent entirely too long on something I decided to do right now. Alright, so let's see what we got to start here. We have, okay, this is Dr. Greenweed. Includes jacket, RX notepad. So we can see that this is like a weed man, starting off strong here, very on theme. But it's kind of like discreet. Doesn't really mention, oh, I guess it says, okay, I see. It says cannabis dispensary on the back. Okay, well, not something I would personally ever wear. Also, I don't know. I think we're kind of past like the whole weed joke thing, you know, like, oh, you're so, I don't know. I just don't think that like weed or stoner jokes are funny in America where it's like mostly legal and like pretty much everyone does it in some way. Like everybody's grandpa smokes and you know all those white suburban moms love popping those gummies before bed. So I'm gonna put that in tolerable, but I don't like it. I just don't care for it. I don't think it's that funny. And I don't have to explain myself any more than that, honestly. Next we have a whoopee cushion, which it does say that it's called that, but on the bag itself, on the costume, on the whoopee cushion itself, it says fart cushion, which is very funny, I think. And there's a little guy pooping it too. Yeah, that's funny, I guess. Sure. Oh man, there really should have been a tier between these two. I guess I'll put that in good costume. No, it's also pretty like impractical and kind of big. I think I'm gonna move it down. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Just why would they even sell this? It's just very like tasteless. Just another thing I don't think is funny anymore. And I feel like most people also don't think that's very funny anymore, like on a general basis. I don't know. Is racism still funny? Maybe I'm on the outs. I'm gonna put that in awful. Why? Just because I would put it in banned from the party, but there are some crowds that would enjoy that costume, I think. So this is a Tinder costume. Hot stuff. It says Richard Biggs, 8 inches away. Like his penis, I guess. Yeah, it's just tacky. Honestly, just really tacky. So I'm gonna put that in awful. Should I move the Mexican man down? I'm gonna move the Mexican man down just because it's racist. Alright, what's next? I already can see what this is. Of course, it is a Tumbler. Stanley Cup. It's supposed to be the Stanley Cup. hot pink Tumbler. It's a pink unicorn. Now, I will note that this is a kid's costume. So, on the one hand, I'm not going to make fun of a kid and what they dress up as. But, at the same time, why would you let your kid dress like a Stanley Cup? I don't really get that. But, I'm going to put it in tolerable, but I don't like it. Sure. I need to finish this video. Just a little bit of potion to get me through the rest of this tier list here. Okay, so next up we have... Okay, so this is... Alright. Skib Toilet. What the fuck is that mask? Once again, it's just a kid's costume. I don't think it's that harmful. If that's what they want to dress up as, like... Whatever. No, yeah, if they want to dress up like that, that's great. I think it's great for them. I'm gonna put that in good costume. Because why we get a bully? This is just gross. No glove, no love. It's a condom. I don't know, man. This says like one of two things about whoever decides to show up to a party like dressed in this costume. I feel like this says they're either like a creep or just don't have a very good sense of humor. Like, I could just see the most unfunny guy in the whole room wearing that costume. I'm gonna put that in awful Y. Next up, we have another Stanley Cup. This one's worse. I don't know why. Like, I don't have a reason, but I feel like this one's worse. No, you know, I do have a reason. It's because it says Tumbler on the fucking front of it. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna put that in awful Y. Okay, so these next ones are a set of 3 that are Target themed. This is a costume for a dog to dress up as a Target employee. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it's cute, and I think someone would look very adorable wearing it. A dog, not like a human person. I'm gonna put that in good costume. Why did I think any of these would be good enough to go in the Springtrap category? I don't know. My mind moves in mysterious ways sometimes. Or in weed ways, am I right, my dudes? So continuing the Target costumes, this is a kid's costume that is a Target basket. This is much worse than the dog one. Like, this is not... What strange child would want to dress up as, like, a Target basket? That's a weird kid. Why we get a bully? Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. It's tolerable. Yeah, it's tolerable. I don't know why, that's what that category's for. Am I right? Last in the trio of the Target costumes, we have a Target team member, also for kids. It's gonna be the same as the basket. I don't really care. It gives me the same feelings as the basket. It's whatever. Tolerable, but I don't like it. Okay, this one now I feel pretty passionate about this one. I don't like this one. I think it's gross. Free mobile breathalyzer, blow here. And with the 69, yeah, it's gross. I don't think there's any excusing it. Banned from the party, for sure. I think that's as bad as racism. Okay, I'm a little confused why this one's on here. Why did I think I just thought his head was a little funny looking. But that's just a normal costume. Yeah, good costume. Okay, we're down to the last one. And of course, this is the big finisher, the big finale. The Hawk Tua section at Spirit Halloween. It's like they got a lot of good stuff here. They got some buttons. They have a door sign. Says if she don't hawk to her, I don't talk to her. Flag. We can't really see what that looks like. But I can assume that it says hawk to her. Spit on that thing. Along with some decals, hats, and shirts. I think this is... Oh, and a lanyard. Okay, missed that. This is... I think we found our first Springtrap level. Yeah. It's timely, it's classy. Yeah, Hawk Tua is certified Springtrap level costuming. And that's the tier list. Look at that. That's our final tier list. We have a pretty good variety. It's spread out in different areas. A lot of tolerable, but I don't like it. I thought that there would be a lot more, like, really awful ones. Most of these were not that bad. just a little silly, tacky. But being tacky's not a crime. It's so funny, Halloween costumes are like the perfect encapsulation of like fads and what time it is, like what's going on that year. Like I don't think we'll be seeing Hawktua and Skibidi Toilet costumes at Spirit Halloween next year, but that's it. That's the 2024 bad Halloween costumes tier list. My light just went out, so I guess that means it's time to stop. How do I end this?